Good morning, guys. Welcome back. I hope everyone having a good time, and let's get this started. Gonna wait for a bit until other joins too, and we can continue and start doing some analysis. See what we have today. Hope it's gonna be a great day. Today we had a very great trade that I missed, and I was very pissed because when the breakout happened, I didn't get it because we had no retest. Then today, apparently we had a retest on UJ on the daily that I was waiting for, but I missed it. So this was the big consolidation that we had some days before, and when the breakout happened, we didn't get a chance to get in because there was no retest. Then I didn't really expect a retest here because look at how further it went. Then all of a sudden we had this big drop, and the thing is we already had a rejection here. If you go on lower time frames, yeah, this was the rejection, even though I still expect this to push up. I still expect this to push up, but it's gonna be a bit risky, yes. But if I would want to take this trade, I should have come at least to where candles were closed here, 107.800. Well, let's see. We're gonna have to see what happens, and then we can take a decision what to do here. DJ. Let's take a look at GJ. So you guys are saying this is a fake out setup. Well, let me. So if you look at this candle here, this candle here closed below, but as you can see, the close was not that strong below this support. So let me take a look. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see the 4 hour. So the thing is 4 hour and 1 hour doesn't match with each other. So basically when these two time frames don't match with each other, I usually want to skip that trade, you know, just because if 1 hour tells me something and something else, and 4 hour tells me something else, I don't feel comfortable taking that trade. So on the 4 hour, we have a break and retest. The breakout is not that strong, right? It's not that strong that you can say, okay, we have a clean breakout. If you look closely, it's not even 10 pips breakout. Now that makes me having doubts, and even though 1 hour is very clean to go to the upside, but I don't know, it doesn't feel sure, it doesn't feel like very safe here. So what I would like here is, since this is the breakout candle, right, this bearish candle, I would like price to go above this and then continue up. That would be the safest way for me maybe to enter this trade, just because if price hasn't gone above the breakout candle, I don't feel safe entering that trade. So 4 hours telling sells or 1 hour is telling buys. We better wait and see if if price goes up and closes above the breakout candle. Let me go and see what if there's the same the 4 hour. $600. No, it's not, but once it goes above the breakout candle, then we can think to add some buys maybe. Because if this turns bullish, it needs to close around here, and then we can enter maybe some longs here with stop loss below this wick here. In other cases, for example, I would enter this without a dot, only if the 4 hour would tell me the same. But since in this setup 4 hour is different and 1 hour is different, I have some doubts. So it's not that I'm gonna risk, because usually for higher time frames prevail. So it's better to both be on the same page, so we can be more comfortable taking that trade. But let's see. We had a good rejection from GJ. Now let's wait and see what happens. Need to push a bit above the breakout candle, then next zone can easily be this next resistance here, which is around this. We have almost 40 pips or 50 pips range to fill from this zone here to this next zone. Then we can ride it all the way up. Let's see. The JPY, all JPY pairs dropped a lot yesterday, so be careful. Take a look. GBP USD, I don't know, it didn't respect, it would think that created a resistance, didn't quite respect that. You see, the candle is all middle, so you can take that as a good resistance. Should wait now on EU. Take a look at USD CAD. USD CAD. Okay, so USD CAD is very good, I think. Yesterday we had this support created and we had a few rejections here that made this a pretty good area. So what happened here is we had a breakout, then a retest, and went all the way down. Now price couldn't continue down and it came all the way up. We have a close above here, but as you can see, this candle is not that strong. So this candle now it's pushing very hard, and if it closes like this, we need only a small rejection or retracement here where we can enter some buys to continue up to this next zone here. That's what I think on USD CAD. And this support is pretty good. I would take it even here if this candle would be a stronger candle here. It would close better above this resistance. Now we have this candle that's coming, and if it closes like this, I think it's very good opportunity to take some buys here and to ride it to the next zone. Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna get this ready. So once it comes, so this candle needs to close above here, above these two candles. Then we need a retest here. I'm gonna enter some buys. Next zone is this here. We have around 20-30 pips range, so it should be enough for us to reach that 20 pips that we usually aim on a trade. Stop loss would be around, I don't even think that we need 20 pips here. I think stop loss should be just below to where this candle started here, because once price comes back and if it goes below this, then this setup will not be valid anymore. So let's see, this is a good sign. It's pushing very nice, and we're gonna have a breakout here very soon. Let's just wait and see. Okay, also on GJ, looks like we have a lot of trades today, that a lot of opportunities. Euro USD, yesterday I got stopped on Euro USD here. I had a small stop, only 9 pips, or no, I think 11 pips. I entered around here and I put my stop just above this breakout candle, but I knew that it was very risky just because the daily was at support here. As you can see, let's go on the daily. I went a bit further for Euro USD, but since we didn't have any zones recently, I realized that I need to go further back. So I saw that we have daily support here, and I knew that it's going to be a bit risky taking a retest here, because it can result in a fake out when you get rejected from another big zone. So today it's still in this consolidation. We'll see if it breaks down or up. I don't know. We're gonna have to wait. It's not a very big range. It's only 30 pips. So I think during the day we can see a breakout. Let's see. GJ looks promising. I think both GJ and UJ should Should push up soon. And then maybe we can see Euro USD breakdown also. A lot of setups. Also, let me take a look at Australian dollar and US dollar, because yesterday we had, but oh, we already missed it. Yeah, so this was the setup I was looking for, but looks like we already had a break and retest here. See, this candle was the breakout, made a retest, and went all the way down to next zone. Yesterday I was waiting for a break to the upside actually, but it happened very late and I didn't want to risk it, so I didn't take it. But as you can see now, broke down and made a retest and continuation. So for us here, we have a solution. What we can do, we can wait for this support to break, but it looks like it's a bit, this range is a bit big. I call this between two ranges because we have big wicks here and the candles are closed a bit far from each other. So what I usually want in these cases is a break below both, then a retest. Well, let's see. Looks like it's dropping very nicely. It's melting. We can, looks like USD is getting stronger, and Euro USD and AUD USD, they look pretty similar, you know, with this consolidation here. Yeah, let's see. We might have a break here. If we already had a fake out yesterday, I don't think we're gonna have another one, you know, but let's see. You never know, you can have two fake outs. Everything can happen, but I'm pretty sure if we have a break this time, we're gonna have at least a 20 pip continuation in that direction before coming up. So we'll see lots of good setups coming. We're just gonna have problems which one to take. Just need to choose the best one that moves better. Let's wait and see. So we have around 25 minutes until this candle is going to close. In the meantime, you guys can grab a coffee or do something. There's no need to watch all the time. Of course, it's good to watch the charts to, you know, see how price reacts on different zones and levels. It's good, but when you make a lot of experience, that's not needed that much. GJ turned bullish. Let's see. I'm so tempted to take GJ buys, but you know, just 4 hour makes me uncomfortable. You know, 4 hour makes me uncomfortable. I need a 1 hour strong close, like I said, above this, then I can be more sure to enter some buys here. On the daily. Now on the daily, let's clean this. We're clearly at support here on the daily. Yeah, just look at this. We're at support here. We can easily see this push up. So if a fake out happens on 4 hour, now we know why, because it's sitting at support on the daily. And you can see how strong the support is. Because once we had this breakout, look at all the move it did here. This was the move after it broke here. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have almost 6 candles, 6 daily candles consolidating at the support. And then we had this big breakout, made a retest here, and went all the way down. Look at the move it happened. So when you want to determine if it's a major support or resistance, you just look at the move that happened after the breakout of that zone. And we can clearly see that this is a very strong zone. Now, one other thing is that price here rejected from this level on GJ. So now we are somehow between two zones here. We got rejected from resistance. We're back at support here. So we're in this middle range here. And it's very hard to make some decisions now. Because as you know here, this consolidation was so big, it consolidated for days. Look at these. These are all daily candles. And the thing is, once it broke this level, look at the move. That tells you how strong this zone is. You're gonna have to be very careful. In this case, I support buys more. I support buys more because we're sitting at a daily resistance. Pretty bullish, GJ has been railing lately. Look at all these bullish candles, and of course we needed a small retracement before pushing further. So what we can see here is a push up from this support till this range, maybe have a breakout here, a retest, and more continuation. But we need to be very careful because this resistance is not going to be easy to break. This resistance was very strong and it still is. So we need to be very patient here and see what happens. Of course, we're going to go to lower time frames and see how price is going to react, and going to look for entries on these zones. As you can see now, price is dropping. So what we can do here, we're still stuck in this situation because now if you get a break to the downside, we're at daily support, so still we can have a fake out here to the upside. We'll see. If we get a good break below, I might consider some sells here. Let's see. If this goes below these two candles here, I'm going to wait for a retest maybe, then enter some sells. But if I take this trade, it's going to be less risk than usual. Definitely because of the daily or that we're at. Unless it goes all the way up again. You never know. DJ is volatile. You need to be very precise when you take trades and look at different things until we make a decision what to do. we'll see. Looks like a very good day to trade. Lots of setups coming and very exciting. What do you think about CAD JPY? CAD JPY, okay, we're gonna take a look at CAD JPY. Okay, CAD JPY. The JPY pairs are basically all the same. I've realized in these last days, they all had this huge push up. Now it's making these small retraces. Maybe it's just a small pullback to continue up. Now let's see. 1 hour is a bit messy. You know, I would say we have this support coming up here. Or this resistance here, and you know, there's a lot of candles that, you know, they're not all closed at the same price level. You know, I can say we have resistance here, but still it's in the middle of all the candles. Or I can say we have resistance here, still have some candles in the middle. So if the 1 hour is messy for you, I'm just gonna go to 4 hour. Go 4 hour and see more clearly what we have. I don't see a good setup here on CAD JPY. I think already happened here. I think it already happened here on this candle close below. Not a very good, you know, breakout, but still close below. Made a retest here. I think it's going down now, and should be this next zone here to drop to. Don't usually trade CAD JPY. It doesn't move that great. USD CAD is still my favorite. You guys have any charts that you want to review or something? Just send me the link and I'll go through them. We have 10 minutes left and we're gonna have a 1 hour close, and let's see what market gives us. Yeah. The only thing about USD CAD is that I don't want this to go to this resistance before making the retest. That's what worries me. I want this to stay around here in the middle, then a retest, and then go and fill this range. Possible GA upside break and retest. I don't really trade GA. I just find it very volatile, and 20 pips is it's not enough for GA. Yeah, I missed UJ. Maybe we should have entered at this point here in a small 5 pip range, but anyway, it went. Nice rejection. See the lower time frames. Yeah, UJ is perfect. Should continue up. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna enter some buys on UJ. Since we have this rejection, I'm gonna enter some buys on UJ here at the current price. But if it pushes lower, I'm gonna enter some more. Okay, so I'm in UJ buys now, based on the daily retest. As I told you guys before, when we had the breakout here on lower time frame, we did have a retest. And as you can see, this daily went all the way up above and too far, so we didn't get that retest we wanted here. Then after a few days, we have now the retest, and it already came to where candles were closed. So I don't think this is just gonna go through this support without any problems. So as you can see, we're already having rejections, and I entered some buys now. I'm gonna expect this to go at least 20 pips to the upside. This needs to go bullish, and if it comes a bit lower, I will enter some more buys. I'm gonna use a 20 pip stop loss. Gonna use a 20 pip stop loss. So I'm also using lower risk. Why? Because of this. This was the first retest and it got rejected. Now it's the second. The second is more risky, so I'm gonna use lower risk. And let's see, this should push up to this next zone here. It's also daily retest, so this shouldn't disappoint us. Let's see. Three minutes until candle closes. Yeah, so the breakout was days before, but as you can see here, we don't have that retest we want. So it came after some days. You know, the thing is that when we have a break and a retest, and the retest comes days after, of course, it's not the same as when it first breaks, you know, because there is high momentum and, you know, you just go with that momentum. It's easier and it gives you fast pips, you know. But when it comes after some days, the situation can change. You know, a lot of things can happen during that time. And you know that a lot of things happened. We had COVID-19, then we had these protests and riots and all these things that can affect the market. And when it comes at the retest to make that retest, you know, you can have some problems, some fake outs and a lot of things. That's why I'm using lower risk. That can be another reason for using lower risk. You have to know when to use proper risk, when to use less risk. If we have a lot of indications or signs that this might have some problems, this might have higher chances of being a fake out, then we should use low risk. Do you trade US30? Not for now. I mean, sometimes maybe, but not a regular time. Unless I see a very, very good setup. But as I've said before, US30 depends on fundamentals a lot, and you need to be very careful. It's not that moves based on technicals a lot. Fundamentals have a lot of effect on US30, and you need to be very informed while trading US30. You guys just need to focus on Forex pairs better and safer. You are more informed, you have the news, you have everything you need to know. We rarely get, you know, unexpected news. Most of the time is going to be pure price action and technical, so don't go trading these other things, US30 or anything else. So UJ is going great. We have how many pips until now? We have almost 10 pips. Let me check my entry. Yeah, almost 10 pips. My entry is at 960, I think. Yeah, I am 8 pips, 9 pips in profit now. 10 pips is going to be where I'm going to secure some. I do that on UJ because UJ doesn't really move that fast, and I used always to aim for 10 pips. But let's see. We have 10 pips in profit now. I'm going to secure some. Let's see. This high has a lot of potential to push up. I don't think that 10 pips is going to be the only one that we're going to take here. I think it's going to push a lot more. Okay, perfect. Going perfect. We have 15 pips now. What I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna go and put my stop at break even. I secured some, I left some running with stop loss at break even. We're gonna wait and see. This should push a lot more. Let's see. I'm thinking about this daily to turn bullish. That would be crazy and realistic, actually. Gonna wait and see. My extended target is gonna be to fill this range to the upside, but no, it's gonna be hard to hold until that price, but at least I'm gonna aim for 100 pips at least. Let's see. USD CAD. USD CAD, it's a bit too far now. The USD CAD almost at resistance, and we don't have quite that retest yet. Let's see how many steps. It should come at least 10 pips down to make that retest. Still need to come lower, so I don't think USD CAD is gonna come down now. It's a bit too far. Coming back all the way down, it's gonna be very hard. I'm gonna wait for UJ. Okay, we have also Euro USD. Yeah, I missed Euro USD. But since we are on UJ, there's no need to enter into different positions. Yeah, should have entered around here, but looks like it's already gone. Maybe someone took it, I don't know. For me, I only took USD JPY. And it's going nice for now. gonna need to be a bit patient because we have all the day ahead of us, so there is no need for a rush here. On G. What happened to you, Jay? I mean GJ. Yeah, GJ was no break on GJ. Man, this is gonna be a good drop. What can happen on EU is that we can also have a 4-hour break and retest. So we missed the 1 hour, but we can wait for 4 hour now. Who knows? Maybe it's not gonna drop that much before 4-hour close, and on the 4-hour close we can wait and see. Jordan, we spoke about GJ, and GJ is a bit risky. We need to wait. I said before on GJ, if we want to take sells, we need to wait for this to break, to close below. Or if we want buys, we need this to close above. So we're still waiting for GJ. We'll see. Now you can see how USD CAD got rejected from this resistance. See, this just tells us that we have resistance here, since we have rejections already. Now I think it can come around here in the middle at least to make that retrace, but coming all the way down here, it's going to be hard for USD CAD. Be hard. Maybe we can wait for something like this on USD CAD, but gotta check 4 hour. So here's what we can do on USD CAD. In order to see that this is a good resistance that we can base our trade on, we need more rejections. If we have another 2 or 3 rejections here, then a breakout above, we can take a trade after that. But first we need more rejections here. So then a break and retest, and we can see a continuation to the upside. This can be just a small retrace because USD CAD has been dropping a lot. You can see how much it dropped. This is around 400 pips drop, so pretty big. Yeah, almost 600 pips. USD CAD had this big consolidation box here, and then we had this breakout and retest and all this drop after. Now a small rejection would be nothing here. As you can see, we got rejected from this support on the daily. So we can see a good push to the upside here on USD CAD. And looks like this is a pretty strong support. Look at, these are all daily candles, and you can imagine how many days it consolidated here before breaking up, then had this retest and all the way up. Yeah, it's gonna be strong to break the support. So we can watch for some movement to the upside for now. UJ is protected with stop loss at break even. Don't forget that. My runners are with stop loss at break even. So careful. Don't let your winners turn into losers. Like I said, UJ moves slow most of the time. Rarely happens that we have big moves on UJ. Even on when we have, big events or news, UJ still doesn't move that much. I've witnessed that a lot of times. see what we have. GJ is dropping. We'll see what happens. And USD CAD is breaking the zone here. Okay, getting interesting. Man, GJ can drop all the way down here. Next zone here. Not a lot of traffic in front of GJ now. Thing is, there's a lot of time until this candle closes, and GJ can drop 100 pips until then. UJ is rejecting. Oh, this is gonna take some time. Maybe I'm gonna get stopped on my runners, but still believe this should push up. There's still time to have all day ahead for this to push up. One thing I wouldn't look at UJ is selling it. There's no way selling UJ while we are at that big support on the daily. Let's see what happens with USD CAD. This might just go and close above this resistance. Wait and see. Now that this is not a strong resistance, because look at how many candles got rejected here. We have 7 candles that got rejected. Also, if you look at these candles, look how big these candles are. They all got rejected and still came and closed above this. That means something. And these also close below, so yeah, this is a pretty good resistance too. Let's see if we can have this setup that we were looking for. Yeah, UJ dropping again. Let's see. I don't think I'm going to take UJ again, because as I said before, we already had that first retest and this was the second. If it comes back now again, I'm not saying that it's going to break down, but it's going to be more risky. The more rejections you have, the higher are chances of a breakout. That's a very possible thing. As I said before, a lot can happen during the day, so this is only the beginning of the day. Yeah, my runner got stopped out. Now we're gonna go and look for a different setup, because with UJ we are done now. We got 10 pips. Came back to entry to stop our runner, but it doesn't matter. Now we can wait for Euro USD. It's not that far, it's still there. It moved like 15 pips or 20. Yeah, I think 20 pips. But yeah, we can still have that retest here, maybe on the 4-hour. If we get the 4-hour retest, it would be very nice, because 4-hour doesn't disappoint most of the time. Let's see. We have a lot of setups now coming. One is GJ. GJ can make a retest here and continue down. Don't see much traffic here for GJ. Can be an easy drop here. Gonna have to wait and see. Maybe it's gonna reach the support, not even gonna wait until the candle close and do it in this hourly candle. See guys, this just tells you that higher time frames prevail always. See, we didn't take these buys on the 1-hour just because of the 4-hour. And now GJ just showed that We were right. I have to wait and see. You guys see any trades? Let me know. Maybe you guys see something I don't, and we can go through it together. See, USD CAD can be a very nice trade too. Okay, forgot. Let's check EA. One of the pairs that I usually trade, but lately it's not giving me too many setups, and I haven't traded it in a while. GBP AUD. Said before, GBP AUD is very volatile, and it can be pretty risky to trade, but I think you're referring to this consolidation box and you're waiting for a break, right? Looks good actually, because you can see nice push to this next zone here. We get a break here. The looks like the 1 hour resistance is lower. Yeah, now I know. I was watching at 4 hour. Well, let's see. When it comes for the retest, we can start to think what should we do here, because looks very nice actually. Look at all these rejections. Now we have this candle closed above. Maybe this was the retest actually, but the perfect one should be around here, to where these candles are closed. Let's see, because it has a very good potential here. Only the bad thing is that using 20 pip stop loss on GA is pretty hard. Look at this range, it's so big, more than 100 pips. Yeah, that's a 100 pip range. And look how small it looks, like crazy. If we take an entry here, we need 20 pip stop loss. See how small the stop loss is gonna be? It's pretty hard because GA makes these big wicks, and then it can still continue in your way, but it can stop you out before doing that. US dollar, Swiss franc. Okay, let's take a look. Not a pair that I never trade USD Swiss francs. I don't know why. It never looked at me, never looked good, because in my broker it always had big spread, so I didn't bother to trade it at all. So you're saying You're waiting for this to break, right? I guess that's the point here. Let's see. It's a bit too far. USD Swiss franc needs time. This looks the same also. We need a break below this. Yeah, AUD Swiss franc looks perfect if we get a break. Because look at all these rejections on the left and it matches with previous resistance perfectly. Just need that close below. And looks like there's free traffic all the way down here to continue. Yeah, looks good. Guys need to watch out for this. This can be a very nice setup. Take a look at GCAD. Didn't check GCAD at all. You know why? Just because of this. This is so messy. Lately, GCAD has been very hard to trade. And that's why I'm skipping it every day. Almost every day. Yeah, maybe you can wait for this to break. Look at all these candles, it's crazy. It's not stable at all to trade GCAD. Used to be very nice to trade. Yeah, GJ is still dropping. Euro USD is still there. UJ is still there. It'll be hard for UJ to break below this. A strong support. Still think we're gonna reject this, but who knows? Everything can happen. Oh man. EU is leaving us. Same with GJ. GJ is gonna be hard now to have a retest. because it already went how many pips? 50 pips. Oh, this is a big drop. 50 pips drop. Now, unless this candle rejects a bit and closes around here in the middle, then makes a small retracement and then goes for a wick fill and continues down, that would be the best scenario. But for now, it looks hard. Pretty hard to come back all the way up after this 50 pip drop. As I said before, you know, looks like for now the only setup we're gonna get is maybe USD CAD, as others are gone. See, this is pushing hard now. Next, GA is gone. Yeah, I know. GA is volatile. Told you GA was too. This is almost 50 pips push. Crazy. It's needed to come lower. That's why went all the way up. So if this would come lower, then maybe we would think to take it. AUD Swiss francs moving hard. And I don't know. I don't know if I've ever traded AUD Swiss franc. These are, you know, second pairs. They're not major pairs. So that's why I don't usually look at them, but sometimes, you know, there's no other opportunities, so I go back and look at these other pairs. It's coming little by little. We have 15 minutes left for this candle to close, and we'll see if we get a retest or something. Maybe on USD CAD. Get a retest on USD CAD would be very nice. Okay, now even for UJ, it looks pretty hard now to come all the way up and make a retest. Like I said on the 4-hour, because the 4-hour wasn't that good close. The previous 4-hour didn't close strong below. Now this one, I believe, is going to be a strong breakout. And if we want to take sells here, we're going to have to enter in a 10 pips range maybe. You take a look. So I start from where candles are closed. Yeah, entering here around in a 10 pips range, I think it's pretty good, because if the 4-hour comes all the way up here, that means it's going to go above the previous breakout candle, and which most of the time after that happens, the result is going to be a fake out. Now we want only to come around here in a 10 pips range. And put our stop around here. $20 pips stop loss with our target around here. So yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna do on EU. If it does come for a retest on the 4-hour. I'm gonna wait for USD CAD and see what happens here. On USD CAD, can be a nice quick 10 pips, 15 pips if it comes for a retest. Buy limit there. And stop loss just below the breakout candle here. Let's see if we're gonna get a retest. I hope so. We gotta see if we have any news today. Yeah, looks like it's nothing major. Tomorrow we have CPI, and OMC. More looks like for USD it's a good day. A lot of volatility, but today's nothing major. Looks like today is gonna be a bit slow day. I don't know that some good moves happened already. GJ moved pretty good. Let's see if it's still there. Yeah. Like I said, if it happens like I said, it's gonna be great. It closes around here in the middle, then makes a small retracement. That's when we get in. Because coming all the way up here is gonna be a bit hard. So we're just gonna lower our zone where we want that retest. Okay, 8 minutes left. UJ got rejected again. Good sign. And still see that going all the way up. So for now, my favorite is USD CAD. I'm just gonna watch this. I don't need to watch others because this looks the safest trade for now. And it's almost there. Nice rejection usually. Let's take a look at US 30. And somebody asked before. Let's take a look at it and see what's happening. Wow. It corrected all the way up. All this move. Crazy. You know, looks like we have a break and retest on daily. Let's see if we're gonna get a rejection here. Wow, looks very nice on the daily. See, a lot of rejections on the daily. Went all the way down. Consolidation again. Tried to break, couldn't. Dropped again. Another one. Now you see a bit. It's kind of how it closed above. There was a small retest here. It went all the way up. Then it's still respecting this level. Went up. Look at now when it came down, how it closed below, made the retest, and went all the way down. Now usually the history repeats itself, so this candle closed above and this looks like the retest. Now if it were a forex pair, I would clearly take this, but here it's a bit hard. I'm not gonna trade this, but I'm gonna look how it's gonna react at this and see if break and retest works on US 30. If it does, then we might start to look at it more often. Let's see. This is not that good. That price rejected. You know, but we're gonna see. Might then make a small retest and go for a wick fill also and continuation on the retest. So let's see what happens. 2 minutes left. Okay, let's see. Coming. Guys, get ready to enter. It's also a 4-hour break and retest, so it's gonna be nice. No, I don't know, 4-hour. See? Okay, good. We have a breakout. Okay, now USD CAD needs to come lower here to make that retest. And we're gonna enter some buys once it comes. Let's see. Just need a small retest. This is around 6 pips range, so it shouldn't be that hard to come back down here. Okay, it's coming. Let's get ready. Can't miss this one. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna enter half here. And I'm gonna wait for price to come lower to. Yeah, only entered half here, but I still need this to come lower because I entered from the wicks. How many pips we have here? Yeah, we are in a 5 pips, 6 pips range, so that's why I entered half here, and I'm gonna enter half when it comes lower. If it doesn't, then my profit's gonna be less than expected. Okay, let's go. USD CAD should come lower. So we can see a nice push to the upside and continuation. Okay, USD CAD is pushing, but I don't want to come lower. Wow, very nice, very nice. Let's see what we got. Okay, very nice. We have 10 pips on USD CAD. We have 10 pips. Hey guys, now I'm gonna put my stop at break even because we didn't get that deep retest and it already moved 12 pips and it's going more. So we just need now to protect our profits because it already failed the wick, and if it comes back all the way down again, that's gonna be a problem. So now the best is secure your profits, stops at break even, and let it run. You can also secure some profits if you want and leave some run. It's your choice. Okay, let's see if we can get 20 pips. It's 15 now. We need another 5 pips and we're done. Did you take some profit? Yes, I did. I did take some profit. We filled the wick now, and the thing is we can see some rejection there. So why risk? It was a very nice trade. As I said, this was the safest trade and take, and yeah, it was. See, sometimes it takes only 10 minutes for a trade. Sometimes it takes an hour or 2 hours. You never know. No, I trade full time. I don't have other jobs. I only trade full time. Do you do fund management? No, I don't. Unless it's $1 million. What days do you teach? I don't understand this question. I teach every day, all the time. I'm available for my students all day and whenever they need me, I'm there for them. It was a good day, guys. It was a good day. 2 trades, 2 wins. We made some pips and we can still make some on this trade on USD CAD. Can still push more. Profits are protected now and we can just wait and see if it's gonna go more. Yeah, I think 20 pips is gonna be easily reached here at 600. Let's see. And that will be then 20 pips. Okay, we have 20 pips, guys. Perfect trade. Gold is pushing. Yeah, I don't know about gold. Gold is too risky to trade. Gold is too risky to trade. Hey guys, I think I'm gonna go now. think I'm gonna go now, and I want to thank you all for participating. If you like this webinar, you can go and like the stream, would be very helpful. And yeah, recommend this to all your friends so we can be more and continue like this. Maybe every day, who knows, for the future. So many thanks to you guys, and we'll see you later. USD CAD still going. I think it's gonna give us a lot of pips. It's already at 25 pips now. Perfect. Okay, guys, take care. Use good risk management and trade safely. See you guys in a few minutes or later. I don't know. Thank you all again.